I told you there would be a moment. Well, guess what? The moment's here. The fire's coming. Let's go.
Boxing King Media, Paul Bamba out here in Telford. Enjoy the show?
Oh, I loved it. It was action-packed. A lot of good fights tonight. The last fight was kind of crazy, in my opinion. I thought Nick won. He landed more cleaner shots, moved around the ring, but everything was great. The Dean fight was amazing. He dropped him. Didn't quite finish him off, but you can see like everybody's building. Like that's the great thing about influencer boxing. Like people are new to it, but they're constantly getting better, which means the fights are going to get better. So the fans are going to have more fun.
What do you make of the? Because a few people are saying they'd like to see Slim against either Swingler or the kid that lost.
Yeah, I think that Nick LMAO, I think he gives anybody problems. He's only been boxing since September.
He looks good.
He looks very good. It's like it's kind of weird how good he looked, and he held his own. Everybody was expecting him to like just get in and get out. I think you said Jay Swingler and who? Slim.
Yeah.
I think after tonight, I like Jay. I think Slim would take that. I think, especially at this lower weight where it's more natural for Slim, I think that he's much more equipped, like boxing skill-wise, technique-wise. I think he'd take him out. I think Nick will give anybody problems if he takes a few months to train a bit more and like takes it seriously. He's going to be a problem in his weight class. He showed a lot of heart.
Definitely, 100% showed a lot of heart. What do you make of the tag team fight? Because people have gone crazy about that online.
It was amazing. So everyone expected it to be a shit show, but it wasn't. It was great. The way B Dave stopped him at the end too was amazing. Killer instinct. So shout out B Dave. I thought it was great overall. Pineda did well as well. And the two guys that they were their opposition, they showed a lot of heart too for such short time in training. So it was very exciting, and it wasn't messy. It seemed like it was pretty cool, especially for the first one.
Definitely, because I thought he might be a bit scrappy, but he wasn't. But I spoke to B Dave, and he said his training regime was eating dick. He reckons he had 50. I don't know if he's joking or being serious or what, but he had 50 dicks and just smoking cigarettes and drinking beer.
B Dave has a very curious regimen about him. He's a great
It works.
It definitely works. He definitely did his thing. And if you've seen his fight last time versus now, like I said, everybody's improving, and it's just going to be better for the fans.
Definitely. Paul, when can we see you back in the ring?
I'll be fighting on the next Misfits card. Wow. I can't say against who, but it will definitely be interesting, and it will lead me one step closer to my goal.
What is that goal?
Tommy Fury.
Talking to Tommy Fury, we spoke in New York literally seems like yesterday, about 3-4 weeks ago, and you picked Tommy to win, which most people probably would have expected you to pick Jake Paul. Were you surprised how the fight went? What did you make of the fight?
I wasn't surprised with how it went. I think that's actually what I told you. A nice decision. He was going to give Jake problems with his jab. I was a little surprised that Jake's power carried over. Everybody's saying it's a slip, but if you watch it slow, it's a flush jab, and he leaned into it. Tommy had a lot of weight on his left leg, so that's what threw him off balance, and ultimately hit the ground, the canvas. I don't think a rematch goes any different, to be honest. Tommy's just going to get better. Jake Paul, hopefully now he realizes like there's levels to things, and Tommy's a few levels above him, and that's no shame to him either, because like I said, he has power. He definitely has power. To carry over to the 8th round and drop somebody with a jab, it's a little crazy.
Do you think Jake probably won a lot of respect? Because for me as a proper boxing fan, he got my respect because he kind of stayed in there with a professional fighter, and he showed that he belonged in there to me.
100%, and I think that's the thing that I'm glad everybody's giving him credit for. Because at the end of the day, he wasn't going to walk through Tommy, and anybody who thought that, they don't really know anything about boxing. So the fact that he was able to last and not get taken out, big props to him. He has a lot of heart, a lot of grit, and he hasn't been doing it for too long. So that means he, again, like I said about everybody else, he's only going to get better. And then eventually, I think that he'll be a problem in the actual light heavyweight or cruiserweight division, pro side.
How much are you weighing right now?
Right now, I'm about 190.
I spoke to Logan Paul. I think he said he's 200 pounds. Maybe you guys can meet in the middle somewhere?
If Logan Paul wants these problems, I'd love to give him one. I most definitely would. Really, anybody that calls me out, I'm all for it, to be honest.
Definitely. And do you think Tommy should stay on the influencer scene? Do you think he should go back to pro, fighting on professional stage?
I mean, I have a problem with the Furies. I don't really feel like they keep their word. I remember in Dubai, Tommy said verbatim, he said, I have no aspirations to be a YouTube boxer, and he's calling people like KSI out. KSI would probably knock him out too, in my opinion. He's very explosive. So it's just weird. I think if you want to get money, you just have to own up to it and be vocal about it and be honest about it, because who cares if you want to stay on the influencer scene versus the pro scene? But why front about it? Like, whatever you want to do, I'm pretty sure people will support you. And I think he'll do great either way until he gets in the ring with me.
Hopefully we might see that fight. But were you shocked at the amount of views that show generated? Because I think it broke records for multiple YouTube channels did millions and millions of views, which is quite unusual for boxing events, especially when in recent times.
No, I wasn't really surprised. I think Tommy and Jake, they're both really big names. Tommy gets a lot of popularity from having his fiance, and he has an amazing big brother in boxing. And then Jake Paul's kind of gritty, doing everything on his own. His brother's also amazing. So it's a good group of people, and they market themselves really well. So I wasn't surprised, and I honestly think a rematch probably does even better.
Definitely. So Paul Bamba, hopefully we see you out soon. You're not going to give us any hint at all?
I'm not allowed to, but I'm definitely fighting soon. I'm definitely going to do very well. And what I can say is this opponent has an indirect connection with Tommy Fury.
Interesting. We'll try and figure that out. Somebody in the comments will figure it out. Paul Bamba, it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you soon.
Very nice.
Thank you.
I told you there would be a moment. Well, guess what? The moment's here. The fire's pumped. Let's go!